Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Snuggles and Storytime. My name is Amanda, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Today, I'm wearing something special, aren't I? Yeah, what am I wearing? You guessed it, I'm wearing a hat. This hat has a ball on the end, and it's got sparkles on it. Because today, my story is all about hats. So, why don't you run and grab a hat quick and then come back? Okay, do you have your hat? Okay, now we need to sing hello and then I'll tell you more about our story. Are you ready? Put your hands up so you can join me. Here we go. Hello, all my friends, how are you? Hello, all my friends, how are you? With a jiggle, 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 and a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hello, all my friends, how are you? Do you have your hat? Ooh, maybe your hat is sparkly. Maybe your hat is warm. Maybe your hat has a bill on the front to keep the sun out of your eyes. We'll see. My story today is called, Do You Have a Hat? And it's about all different kinds of hats and the people who wore them. It's written by Eileen Spinelli and illustrated, or the pictures are by Geraldo, Valerio. It's going to be a great story. I hope you enjoy it. Don't lose your hat. Here we go. We got to find the first page. Here we are. Do you have a hat? Something fuzzy, warm, and red to keep the snowflakes off your head? Does that describe your hat? Or maybe a floppy brimmed and blue when summer sun shines down on you? Do you have a hat like that? No? Okay, I'll guess again. Francisco de Goya had a hat with candles on the brim. I hope you are not wearing a hat with fire on it, are you? That sounds dangerous. Be careful. A clever hat that suited him, that made a chandelier of light for pointing far into the night. Do you have a hat like that? I hope not. That sounds scary. Igor Stravinsky had a hat, a tattered, battered green beret. It's kind of like a green flat hat. He wore it every single day. They say it never left his head, even when he went to bed. Do you have a hat like that? No? Okay, let's try another one. Carmen Miranda had a hat, a towering hat of plums and cherries, peaches, orange, and berries. Plump bananas by the bunch. A hat her friends could eat for lunch. Do you have a hat like that? Does your hat have food on it? That would be interesting. Abraham Lincoln had a hat, a stovepipe hat, black and tall, a presidential carry-all. Abe Lincoln wore it round the town, while documents inside the crown, so he kept his papers in his hat. Do you have a hat like that? My hat's not like that. Nat Love had a hat, a cowboy hat, to wear, of course, or carry water for her horse, to give a pesky fly a slap, or play the pillow for his nap. Do you have a hat like that? Do you have a cowboy hat on? I don't. Isabel of Bavaria had a hat most spectacular, a cone-shaped hat so very high it poked a gargoyle statue in the eye. The doorway had to be redone so she could fit through every one. See how they made the door nice and tall so her hat could fit through? Do you have a tall, pointy hat? Do you have a hat like that? I don't know. Let's see the next one. Walt Whitman had a hat, a rather old and shabby hat, at times a makeshift table mat for writing poems in the sun or eating supper on the run. Do you have a hat like that? No, my hat's not like that. Louis Comet had a hat to close his magic act. A normal-looking hat, in fact, but reaching in, as his habit, Louis would pull out a bunny rabbit. Do you have a hat like that? Do you have a magic hat? I don't have a magic hat. John Chapman had a hat. They say he wore a cooking pot. A pot on his head? That seems silly. Some folks believe that, some do not. If true, he was a sight indeed, a pot-topped sower of apple seeds. Do you have a hat like that? That would be silly. Amelia Earhart had a hat. So did Daniel Boone, it's true. Charlie Chaplin, Sally Ride, all of them have hats. Do you? What kind of hat is Amelia Earhart wearing? Ooh, she's wearing a pilot hat to keep their hair from flying around. And this guy has a tail on his hat. It's made from a raccoon. Charlie Chaplin has a black hat. He was a dancer. And can you tell what Sally Ride was? She was an astronaut, so she has an astronaut helmet on. Do you have a hat? A fancy hat? A hat that's plain? A hat for walking in the rain? A hat with feathers, flowers, bows? A hat that hoots? A hat that glows? A magic hat, a cap, a crown? A country hat? A hat for town? A single hat, squashed flat or tall, is better than no hat at all. The end. Did you have a fun time with that story? I did too. Until next time, my friends, take care.